Hello, my name is Joshua, and this is one of my funny stories. So, in the past 2 years, I've had so many troubles with my family members. I've dealt with different types of pranks. They always loved pulling all the time, basically. So, 2 years ago, we went on our family vacation, and I have decided to pull a few pranks on them myself, actually. So I've been pranked on so many times. Took it very easy, and basically, I just waited for the right time, and I felt like this was the right time to actually catch them all. So basically, that's pretty much what I did. Um, I started off with my siblings, my mom, and my stepdad in the car. Um, One of the first pranks was I actually went and grabbed a um, gas in a can type spray, and prankers, make sure you actually have a gas mask. By the way, I've learned my lesson. It was the worst prank I have ever pulled. But back to the story, I started to spray that can of fart spray, and taking the blame for myself, saying that I basically farted. But in reality, it was still the fart can. They just had no clue I was working with that. I I tortured them the whole 30 minutes of the ride to the airport and back, and they just were through. They hated me. They were just tired. They didn't really like. They just didn't know what to do and what actually to just say, or just their expressions against me were just completely bad. It was just horrible. So while they were all very tired of my small pranks, I had to keep it going. So that was just the beginning for me. This was just a whole endless prank week, and I was just getting started. Basically, I had to keep going and just showing them basically like, hey, I'm not done. This is just a little bit of what comes in store. So when we're all in the cabin, it's gonna be a little bit worse. So just be afraid. Don't be afraid, but keep your guard up is what I was just basically saying as well. So as my pranks started to get a little bit bigger and better, um, I just ended up being much more creative at the same time. As everyone was asleep, I went out and picked up a few things. I picked up an air horn, some water guns, filled them up with the supplies. I got some other supplies that I can actually use against them. Um, and this was completely happening while they were all asleep. So while everyone was getting ready for bed, I burst through the door with a very loud air horn. Boom. And also had some water guns, and I had prepared before. So I was already spraying them with water, hitting the air horn and all that fun stuff. So I was just, to me, it was just a little bit not a little bit, very funny, because they were not expecting anything at all. They weren't expecting me to do what I did in the car. They weren't expecting me to come up with the air horn and with some water guns and just start spraying them. So it was just a little bit of family time, a little bit of family pranks and all that as well. Um, so back to my story. While getting back with my mom and all that, um, I had actually showed them that, hey, this is what a prank is, and if you guys are gonna prank me, you guys actually have to get on my level, and it's a very high end level, and this is what I'm actually doing. And you guys have to basically get better at what you guys are doing, be more creative, just like me. So that was my basic goal in trying to show them on what I was doing and what I wanted them to do. Now, after a few days, I decided to get them back again. So for my last prank, I enjoyed a day with my mom and family at Epcot. During this day, me and my mom decided to try drinking around the world. So all expenses were paid by me. This was just a type of prank that I wanted to pull, but I wanted to pull with my stepdad. knowing that he doesn't really like my mom drinking, and my mom can get a little bit too funny and just likes to play around, clown around a lot. So basically, that was my goal, was just to get her on to my level, onto getting basically intoxicated with me during a whole Epcot travel around. Like as we walked, and we just tried different types of drinks, different beers, and it was just too fun. It was just too fun. Um, so as we were at the park, we kept pranking her husband and my siblings as well, which was the craziest and funniest experience I've ever had. And basically, that's pretty much my story. Thanks for listening.